Subaru just launched the highest horsepower WRX STI in the company's history, and it's coming to the US market only. This is a big switch for Subaru Corporation. Before now, the only place you could get an S-Line STI was in Japan. Now Japan can only look and not touch this 341 horsepower STI S209. There are other facts that are more surprising. The second surprising fact is, Subaru Corporation will only build a very limited run of 200 examples for the US market. Usually, Subaru and STI will build around 500 of these limited edition STIs. The S209 will be even rarer, so very few fans will be able to get their hands on one, and it won't be easy for those who really want one. 3. Subaru did not announce a price for the S209. Subaru probably didn't want to shock fans, because with even more Subaru Technica International goodies on it than the $50 K-Type RA released last year, that many thought wasn't worth the extra cost, don't be surprised to see a hefty price tag for this special STI that draws from the Nürburgring 24-hour race car. 4. The timing of the S209 launch is odd. Subaru is expected to bring the all-new 5th generation WRX STI sometime late this year as a 2020 model. Subaru announced the exclusive S209 won't be released until late in 2019. This would be strange for a new STI arriving at the same time as the S209. This tells us Subaru might not bring out the next generation WRX and STI until 2020 as a 2021 model. Subaru has been quiet about when the next gen model will arrive. 5. As a special STI S-Line machine, the S209 starts its life being built alongside the standard WRX STI at the Gunma, Japan factory, but it's not finished there. Because it gets special Subaru Technica International upgrades in power, handling, and aerodynamics, the S209 undergoes final assembly in Kyoryu, Japan, where it receives engine mods and expanded wide-body exterior treatments that require it to be homologated for the US by STI. This makes the S209 the first STI-built Subaru WRX STI ever sold in the US market. 6. You won't be able to walk into your local Subaru dealer and buy one of these S209 STIs. In Japan, the S-Line limited editions are limited in more than just production numbers. Purchasing an S model is different, especially considering that it's technically not even a Subaru model because it's produced for Subaru by Subaru Technica International. Previous Subaru S models sold in Japan were sold via a lottery to determine who was lucky enough to get one. It will take more than a performance STI enthusiast who has enough money to buy one. You will likely have to get lucky to even be selected to get one of the 200 examples being shipped to US shores. Stay tuned for more details on how to get one and for pricing on the 2019 Subaru WRX STI S209 that could shock STI fans.
Electric vehicle competition is heating up, and it's pushing some of the first entrants to add range and other features in hopes of keeping up with automakers that are just bringing EVs to the market. Nissan has been in this EV game for nearly 9 years now. The company has sold more than 380,000 Leaf vehicles globally since the EV first went on sale in 2010. And while it debuted a refreshed version of its all-electric Leaf just 16 months ago, the automaker is back with another Leaf variant that's packing a lot more range and power, as well as several other new features. Nissan unveiled this week at CES 2019 the Leaf E+, a version of the Leaf all-electric hatchback with 40% more range. The Leaf E+ has a 62 kWh battery pack that has a range of 226 miles. That puts the Leaf E+ just under the Chevy Bolt EV, which has a 238-mile range, the upcoming Kia Niro EV with 239 miles and the Tesla Model 3 mid-range variant with 264 miles. pricing for the new Leaf E Plus hasn't been announced for the North American or European markets. In Japan, it will start around $38,000. Consumers might have trouble distinguishing the Leaf and Leaf E Plus. Other than a 5mm increase in overall height, the car's exterior and interior dimensions are unchanged. The Leaf E Plus has a revised front fascia with blue highlights and an E Plus logo plate on the underside of the charge port lid. Inside, drivers might notice the blue contrast stitching on the steering wheels, seats and door trim. The Leaf E Plus is also equipped with advanced driver assistance technology known as ProPilot and a one-pedal driving mode feature that allows the driver to start, accelerate, decelerate and stop using only the accelerator pedal. ProPilot is an in-lane semi-autonomous driving technology that can automatically adjust the distance to the vehicle ahead. Some call it adaptive cruise control, using a speed preset by the driver. The system can also help the driver steer and keep the vehicle centered in its lane. ProPilot Park, which is available only on Japan and EU models, is a system that can provide vehicle acceleration, braking, handling, shift changing and parking brake operation to guide the car into a parking spot. Leaf E Plus models in North America and EU will have a larger full-color 8-inch display, with an updated navigation system that can be linked to a compatible smartphone. This thin-film transistor display features smartphone-like operation, including swiping, scrolling and tapping. The company said, applications, maps and firmware are updated over the air, instead of having to manually update by USB or at a Nissan dealership. Other new features include door-to-door navigation, which syncs the vehicle's navigation system with a compatible smartphone for driving and walking directions. Of course, the big story here is the increased range and power. The Leaf E Plus has a new electric powertrain that, combined with a battery, produces 160 kW of power and 340 Nm of torque. This means the Leaf E Plus will have the get-up-and-go required for merging and passing slower-moving vehicles on the highway. Nissan says the Leaf E Plus is 13% quicker when accelerating from about 50 mph to roughly 74 mph. The top speed has increased by about 10%. The battery pack in the Leaf E Plus is almost the same size and configuration as the one in the standard Leaf despite a 25% increase in energy density and increase in energy storage capacity. The Leaf E Plus also has a high-speed charging package, for those who want to pay for that feature, that will let drivers charge up to 80% of its range in 40 minutes. The company said, based on early testing, Nissan Leaf E Plus owners can expect similar charging times when hooked up to a 100 kW charger as current Nissan Leaf owners do with a 50 kW charger, despite a 55% larger battery storage capacity. The new variant is expected to hit Nissan dealerships in Japan in late January. US sales are expected to begin in the spring of 2019, and European sales will start in mid-2019.
Subaru of America, Incorporated today unveiled its 2019 Motorsports livery, a return to the brand's signature blue and gold colors with a modern, visually striking star cluster graphic inspired by the world-beating Subaru World Rally Team cars of the 1990s and 2000s. The brand also announced a revision to the structure of its U.S. racing activities, which will now combine stage rally, rallycross, record attempts, off-road racing, and circuit racing under the banner of Subaru Motorsports. Alan Beth, Vice President of Marketing for Subaru of America said, "These colors are part of our brand's history, and beloved by our enthusiasts. For a generation of rally fans, Subaru is synonymous with blue cars, gold wheels and the iconic star cluster. This new design pays tribute to that heritage, while looking ahead to future success under the Subaru Motorsports name. The all-new design, to officially debut January 14th at the North American International Auto Show, features a WR Blue Pearl base color with gold-painted wheels. A bright yellow graphics package is dominated by the Subaru star cluster on the doors with a prominent sweep that extends to the B-pillars and roof. A bigger, bolder take on the Comet motif made famous by the World Rally Championship-winning Imprezas of Richard Burns and Peter Solberg. The distinctive red logo of Subaru Technica International, the brand's performance division, appears on the front side intakes, rear wing end plates and trunk-lid vent panel. Stage Rally has formed the core of Subaru of America's motorsports program since 2001, when Subaru Rally Team USA was formed in partnership with Vermont Sports Car. The newly announced Subaru Motorsports name reflects a subsequent expansion into a wider range of racing disciplines, all of which showcase core technologies like the Subaru Boxer engine and symmetrical all-wheel drive. In 2018, Subaru Rally Team USA captured the American Rally Association overall title, and finished on the podium in the America's Rallycross Championship. Subaru also secured a Manufacturers' Championship in the Pirelli World Challenge TCA class with partner Tech Sport Racing, claimed a Class 5 win at the Vegas-to-Reno off-road race with Crawford Performance Grabowski Brothers Racing, and established a benchmark record at Romania's famed highway with the WRX STI Type RA time attack. Subaru Motorsports will debut the new competition livery and launch its 2019 ARA title defense at Missouri's Rally in the 100-acre Wood, March 15 to 16.